Good morning, and thank you for joining us for SBB Live. I am your host and the publisher of Seniors Blue Book, Amanda Barton, and I am very, very excited today to bring on not only one of our valued partners for Seniors Blue Book, but a dear friend of mine, Miss Jennifer Hoops. How are you this morning, Jen?
Good. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for asking, and thank you for spending your morning with me.
Thank you for
Now, I know that you do so many different things over at Arbor Trace, Arbor Glen, but before we get into that, I want our readers and our listeners and our viewers to learn a little bit about Jenn, because you have such an amazing story. You're such a great pillar in the community. So talk to me about Jenn.
Thanks. Okay, so I have a wonderful husband who actually is the condo association manager here at Arbor Trace. And so we like to keep it in the family. And a lot of people ask, do you guys get sick of each other? And like married couples, sure, sometimes. But the good thing is we don't work directly with each other every day. So we get to have lunch together, which is really nice, and then go our separate ways. But we met in college many, many years ago and dated for a few years. And then we decided to go our separate ways. And then years later, we actually ran into each other in the middle of the ocean on a cruise ship. And so, yeah, and so we got back together and the rest is history. Here we are 8 years later. We're so blessed. We have an amazing family. We have two little boys, one who is 4 and the other who is 1. And so we are just busy and life is crazy and chaotic, but amazing. So very, very blessed.
What a cool story. I love doing these because I didn't even realize that.
Reconnected and here we are. We have a fun story to tell. So it's great. And then I've been here at Arbor Trace for 17 years, so a long time. And I actually started 17 years ago in the dining room as a server. And so learned kind of the ropes of Arbor Trace there, and then have been in different positions. I went from a server to then the dining room manager, and then the kitchen food and beverage director, and then into marketing for Arbor Glen, our assisted living facility, and then director of marketing, and now director of marketing and broker for the real estate office. So, I spent my lifetime here, which is great. These the residents here and my coworkers are like family. We're just a big, big family. And so I learned the ropes through the years. And so it's nice. I get to be here and kind of talk to people about my family and my home. So it's really nice.
I love it. I love it that you keep it in the family. Your husband's there and you've been there this long. It truly is very much a family environment that you have over there. So tell me a little bit about Arbor Trace. It's very unique. It's very different than your traditional independent living or continuing care retirement community. And then bridge that into Arbor Glen and how you're able to stay in your condo and age in place.
Sure. So a few things make Arbor Trace unique. And the first thing is going to be that it is a purchase community. So you are purchasing your condo, your independent living condo from an actual individual. So it is a real estate transaction. It is 100% equity. So when a resident does purchase a condo here, they are able to sell it at any point. Again, 100 of the proceeds goes right back to them or their family, to leave it to whichever heir that they choose, and they're also able to rent it out. So there's lots of different options with the equity ownership here in Arbor Trace. Also with ownership, you can make any improvements that you want. It really becomes your home. So you have control over that. The second thing that makes us unique is the resident ownership. So the whole community is owned and operated by the residents. We don't have a management company up north or out west making decisions for the residents. They make it all here in-house. And so they have complete and total control over their future. If they want to spend money on new dining room chairs, it's voted on and it happens. And so again, they're dealing with the environment that's right here in front of them, opposed to someone out north doing, or up north or out west doing it. So again, it's very unique in that sense. And then the third thing is Arbor Glen, which is the assisted living facility, which is unique in the sense that it does have the ECC license, which, as you know, stands for Extended Congregate Care. So that allows us to give a very high level of care, similar to a nursing home or a skilled nursing facility. And so we do call it aging in place. And really, the concept of Arbor Glen was created for residents here in the community, mainly for couples at the time of, of its creation. And so in theory, couples would move into Arbor Trace, into the tower or into one of our villas, and they would enjoy life. And then if one person needed a little bit more care sooner than the other, then their spouse could move into Arbor Glen. The great thing about that is it's not a rough transition. It's a very smooth. Instead of moving to an outside facility, you're moving right across the street, let's say, right across the way. So within walking distance to your spouse. So husbands and wife, they're still able to enjoy each other's company. They're still able to participate in the same activities they've always done, have the same meal and dinner in the same dining room. So again, instead of, we'll say the independent person, instead of them having to drive all over Naples to see the person who needs care, they're within walking distance. So that's why it was created. And then it's evolved since then to be not only for couples, obviously, but for single people. And we do accept outside residents into our community, even if they don't live in Arbor Trace. We also can provide care for memory and Alzheimer's. So we have definitely evolved from day one, but it's great. We're a smaller facility. And so we're able to give really great ratios, nurse to resident ratios. We have LPNs, CNAs, and RNs on staff around the clock. So, and again, the Arbor Glen, as well as the whole community, is resident owned. So they want the highest level of care. And the same goes for the independent living. They want the highest level of menu items. They want the highest, highest quality of food. They want great socialization and activities and things like that. So, we like to say we have the best of the best because we have residents who are making that decision. So, for people who are looking to still control their lifestyle and their future, Arbor Trace is definitely, an option to look into.
And it's such a beautiful community as well. The views, the whole atmosphere.
Yes, we're on 40 acres. We have lots of preserved areas. So many of the time when I'm showing real estate, that's one of the main comments is, you have beautiful landscaping. A lot of people like that we're not right on 41. We're kind of set back. So you don't hear traffic. There's, you have beautiful Gulf views, beautiful lake views. And so it's gorgeous. It's a really nice community.
And it's still very centrally located, even though it's tucked away. It's in a really great central area. So for those folks that are independent, you're still very close to Naples, but you're also really close to like Coconut Point Mall and things of that nature.
Yes, we're really centrally located. And it really, it's a straight shoot. You can like 10 minutes to Naples, 10 minutes to Coconut Point. So it's a great, and being right, a lot of people think we're actually in Lee County, but we are in Collier County. We're just right on that cusp, which I think is a great.
For sure. Give me a range of starting range of what these condos are selling for in this, because it's a really good market right now for sellers. That's for sure. What are they selling for now, Jenn?
A lot of people ask me, as far as pricing and things like that, or what dictates that. And so it's just like any other real estate transaction, the market, whatever is happening in the Naples real estate market, that's what's going to be happening here in Arbor Trace. And so it just depends on when people are ready and what we have available at that time. But I can give you roughly, and we have 3 different kind of, we'll say, products or options. And the first one is the mid-rise buildings, and we have 2 of them, and they are both stories, and they have 1, 2, and 3 bedroom condos in them. And those range anywhere from $75,000 for a 1 bedroom all the way up to $425,000 for a 3 bedroom. So, and anywhere in between there with different floor plans, of course. Our villas are single story, and those are the closest thing we have to, say, a single family home. And range anywhere from $350,000 all the way up to $475,000. And then Tower Point is our luxury high rise. There's 17 floors, and all of the condos over there all have a Gulf view or a Western view. And those go anywhere from $425,000 to $2 million plus for a penthouse. So lots of different options. And that's what we really love about the community is we have something for everyone. We have something for people who, you know, want to be on a single floor, maybe, or a single level. Maybe they have a pet, and so you know, that works out really well for them. Some people, you know, they really want a Gulf view and they want that condo living experience, and so we have that for those folks as well.
That's
So lots of
amazing. Yeah, it's actually more affordable than I thought. So I think it's good to kind of debunk that you don't, you know, have something for everyone. So I'm glad we discussed it on a small level.
yes,
Um,
and there's, remember, there's no entrance fee and no physical or financial assessments. That's really important for people to know. A lot of other communities, you know, charge this and charge that. It's just a simple real estate transaction. You're purchasing your home, and then you get to enjoy the amenities and everything that the you know, the senior living aspect includes.
and you own it.
Yes, that's right. That's exactly right. And it's
Perfect.
great. You your heirs, and then, you know, they can decide, you know, if they want to move in, which sometimes we have that happen, or they can sell it, and you're leaving them with it, with, you know, a great option.
That's perfect. Well, thank you so much for your time this morning and coming on the show. Thank you for your support of Seniors Blue Book. And thank
Absolutely.
you for spending the time with me this morning.
You
Say that one more time. I'm sorry.
said, you know, we love you over here.
Thank you, Jen. I appreciate it.
All right. Well, have a great day.